The knife sank into the cake, its edge slicing cleanly through the frosting. No cheers, no smiles, no family around to share it, just an eerie stillness filling the room like thick, suffocating fog. My phone buzzed on the table, vibrating once, then twice, until the screen exploded into frantic light. 52 missed calls and a single message. Call me, urgent. From her, my wife. I didn't pick up. Instead, I looked at the cake, its pastel frosting now marked with the sharp lines of the blade. The message written on it was a mockery. Happy birthday. A cake meant for celebration, eaten alone, on a day no one else cared about. I thought of her laughter, echoing across the garden at my brother's barbecue, mingling with the smell of charred meat and perfume. My daughter sitting on his shoulders, hands clutched tight as though she didn't recognize me anymore. A birthday overshadowed by a party I hadn't even been invited to, yet everyone had known about it. The invitations for my day were polite but cold, a mere formality. Then, my brother's loud announcement, inviting everyone, including her. I stayed at the cake, the phone, the knife, a symbol of all I had lost, cut in half. 2 weeks ago, I had sent out the invites. I was careful, polite, hoping for warmth where none existed. But then came the barbecue, a loud, public spectacle where everyone chose sides. And she, without hesitation, took his. On the morning of my birthday, she left with my daughter. Just a quick trip, she said. We'll be back before cake. The cake stayed untouched, the candles unlit, as hours passed. The phone buzzed again, more insistent now, her frantic, urgent messages filling the screen. Call me. But I didn't respond. Not yet. Instead, I moved on to the next phase of my plan. She left her laptop open. A careless act, assuming trust. Her emails, cloud messages, photos, all laid bare before me. It was all there, conversations about the barbecue, sure, but between her and him. Not just polite exchanges. Private jokes. A hand brushing his shoulder. A smile too familiar. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I dug deeper. Receipts, hotel bookings under her maiden name, trips that lined up with his business travels. And then, the DNA kit, quietly ordered, sealed, and sent. Days passed. I played my part, smiled, nodded, and kept up the charade. She looked at me sometimes, her eyes searching, suspicious, but she thought she had me figured out. She mistook my silence for weakness. She thought I didn't know. The envelope came 3 days later. Small, insignificant, a paper coffin that carried the weight of truth. I opened it in the privacy of my study, the finality of it hitting me hard. Probability of paternity 0%. Clean, cold, final. I folded it carefully, slid it back into the envelope, and left it on the kitchen table, right where she would find it. That evening, she came home, her perfume still mingled with the smell of smoke and barbecue. I watched as her eyes immediately locked on the envelope. Her face paled. She froze. I didn't move, didn't speak. I waited. She ripped it open, her breath catching. Her shoulders stiffened, hands trembling as she read the report. Her voice cracked as she sputtered out questions, frantic and pleading. Where did you get this? It's not what you think. I didn't answer. There was no need. I let the silence stretch, a suffocating weight that filled the space between us. Finally, I picked up my phone, placed it on the table next to the envelope. The screen lit up, 52 missed calls. Her name glaring at me. You should have called him, I said, my voice calm, steady. Her face crumpled. She covered her mouth, her body shaking. Tears fell freely, but I didn't comfort her. I picked up the knife from the counter, wiped it clean of cake crumbs, then gently placed it between us, a quiet, unspoken reminder of everything that had been cut, of what could never be again. She begged, pleaded. Words like forgive and explain tumbled from her lips, but they meant nothing now. My silence was the only answer. I left her there, alone, her sobs filling the air as I stepped outside. The night was cool against my skin, the distant laughter of the barbecue still ringing in my ears. But I no longer cared. The truth had come, and with it, I had taken back what was mine, without a single blow. I never called her back, and I never would.